Hey guys, what's up? It's Sachika. I hope you're having an amazing day. Welcome to my channel where I do art, student and lifestyle content. So if you're interested in any of those, head down below and subscribe. And today is my monthly plan with me video. So it's Feb. Well, it's not actually Feb. It's my February plan with me. And I actually loved what I did with this theme. It's kind of minimalistic but not really, and you guys will see what I mean in a second. So if you're planning with me, then grab your journals, your pens, whatever. As usual, everything that I use will be linked down below, so if you guys want to get any of that, you can go ahead and get it. None of it is affiliate. And if you're not planning with me, then grab a snack, eat drinks, whatever, settle down and continue watching. So let's get into it. So for this month, I decided on a Paris theme. Now, as you guys know, February is the month of love, as Valentine's Day falls on the 14th. But I didn't want to do any old, normal, hearts, pink theme. I do also know that the third To All the Boys movie is coming out, but I wasn't too inspired by that either. And I thought, why not do something about the city of love? And so the entire theme is based around Paris. Now, I have actually been to Paris on vacation once, and would you know it, I didn't actually go and see the Louvre, but I did go up in the Eiffel Tower, all the way up. I had gone on a tour with my grandparents. I know that seems weird that I traveled with my grandparents, but I think any vacation that I've done outside of the country, except the one time that I went to the US with my parents for summer school, I have done with my grandparents. And so I had gone to Paris. I mean, we had gone to France, but Paris was the main attraction, obviously. Anyway, so here for the cover page, I'm just drawing a black and white Eiffel Tower in pen, and also I'm making it kind of like a postcard, and that's where you can see the circle that I drew there, which I do then later erase because I decide against doing the stamp thingy. Basically, there was a reference that I found for a postcard online which had this red stamp for showing it to be shipped, and I was going to draw that, but then I didn't. Then after I finished drawing the Eiffel Tower, I do go in with watercolors and I add some bushes and leaves and all of that, and I add some green. Now looking at this, I thought it looked a little bit empty, and also I wanted to add pink to this theme because the rest of it is going to be pink. And so I thought the best way to do that was to add these like paint splatter like things and just make them pink, and that's what I did. You see these coming back a couple of times in the rest of the plan with me, but apart from that, on the right page, I'm just making the back of the postcard where you would write something and you would stick the stamp and whatever. So I just wrote down the calendar of the month over there. By the way, how satisfying is this month? It's exactly 4 weeks and it starts on a Monday and ends on a Sunday. Isn't that amazing? Then I went in with my Jelly Roll Moonlight pens and I wrote down the calendar, and I went in with a Posca paint marker in the pink color, and I wrote down February in this cursive font. Then I decided that it looked a little bit plain, and so I doubled up the edges as if I had written it with a brush pen, and I filled it in. Now I do draw in a space for the stamp. Earlier I was going to actually stick a proper stamp. I decided against that, and I just wrote down stamp there in black. I know the stamp written there looks weird because it's written awfully, but I guess that's okay. Now I'm just writing down a quote which says, "Dream without fear and love without limits." Now I don't actually know who it's by because it wasn't credited in the picture that I found, but I just wrote it down with my Moonlight pens once again. And now this is my monthly log. It's just a simple calendar layout with February written on the top and the days of the week written on the top of the calendar in a sort of equal font. If you look at that, then all the letters are exactly the same size, which looks a little bit weird, except for the D in Wednesday, because I didn't know how to fit that actually in that particular font, but I made it work of sorts. Once again, I'm going in with my Moonlight gel pens and I'm writing down the days of the week in this beautiful baby pink color. And then I'm writing down the dates using one of the Moonlight pens once again. It's a darker pink, but it's so pretty. Now I'm just going back in with my Posca paint marker once again to write the name of the month, February. And I do it a little bit different, even though it looks kind of the same right now. Instead of completely filling in the space between the two lines, I just kind of put strokes through it. Now, just to fill up the space on this page because it looks kind of empty, I just add more of those green bushes that I did next to the Eiffel Tower, and then I go in and I add those pink paint splatters once again. I know you can see a little bit of the wetness from the watercolor from the previous page, but it'll dry up in a second. This is my habit and my mood tracker page. So for my habit tracker, I'm just drawing 6 mini calendars like I normally do, and they're just boxes once again. I drew them in my Moonlight pens. You can see me mess up over there and cover it up with my white Posca paint marker. Now, for my mood tracker, I thought I'd get a little bit creative and I went in and I drew the Louvre Museum. As you know, the top part of the Louvre is a triangular glass sheet thing that you can see, and so that's what I did. And you can also see the glass panels, which is what I am drawing right now, and they will make up the squares for each day of the month. Now I am just writing down the dates of the days of the month in which I will be tracking my mood. And next to that, I have just made my key, and this month I am planning on using my, once again, Moonlight pens for filling in my mood tracker. You can see there for a second that I do use the wrong color. Now I'm just going in with my Posca paint marker and writing down mood and habit tracker. I know the tracker below habit is a little bit crooked, but we're just gonna go with it. Now for my meal and sugar log, I'm just drawing macarons at the top of the page for my meal log, because if you did not know, macarons are created in Paris. Apparently the original shop, which I actually haven't been to, but the tour guide that we had gone with did tell us about it, even though he didn't take us there. It's still standing. Every year they create a new flavor of macaron and they keep it as a special flavor of the year. It's ironic considering that I cannot actually eat macarons, but they're there at the top of my meal log page. And anyway, I did want to go and try them the last time we had been to Paris, but I don't know, we just never got around to it. I'm just filling in the macarons with the same pink color that I used to create those paint splatters at the start in watercolor. And then I just go in with black fine liner and write down meal on top of it. But before that, I'm writing down the dates next to the 2 boxes as I wait for the paint to dry. I did realize last month that I did enjoy keeping a common grocery list for the month, and that's why I put down grocery next to my sugar tracker. Now, the next page is the last page of the monthly setup before I do my first week of Feb, and that's a budget tracker. Now, again, I don't know when I will be going back to London, which is when I actually use the budget tracker, because here I'm with my parents, so what do I need it for? But I have it there just in case, because originally the plan was to go in Jan, then now it's been shifted to the end of Feb. It can move at any point, so I'm just creating a budget tracker anyway, even though I didn't actually use the one that I made for Jan. So on the left page, I just create these bars, which I then fill in whenever I spend money in one of my categories. And on the right page, I just create a sort of log for me to actually record what I'm spending my money on. Now comes the first week spread, where I'm just creating this side layout of days. It has 4 boxes on each page, and the last box is notes. And I just thought I would need the extra space because I do have a submission that week, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to be quite busy. But I did not also want to create a 3-page layout with a dark store or whatever. That's why I stuck to this kind of a layout where if I need to, I can split the box in 2 and do that. Now, I'm just writing down the days of the week in the same font that I used on the monthly log for the days. And I'm doing it in one of my Moonlight pens. After that, I just go in with another Moonlight pen and write down a mini calendar at the top of the page. And then on the right page next to the days, I do write down homework. And just to spice it up a little bit, I do add the push things again, as well as the paint splatter. Now comes the final flip through of my February plan with me. You will see that I did add washi tape to all the spreads, which I did not record. I went and I did that off camera just to add a little bit of something extra and get it all together. All my washi tapes are from the Washi Tape shop, and again, everything will be linked down below. Okay, and that was that. I hope you liked the pink green Paris theme. I know there wasn't a lot of green, it was mainly pink. And I hope you guys learned something about Paris. And I hope you had fun watching that video. I hope you have an amazing rest of the day. If you did like the video, head down there and subscribe, drop a like and a comment telling me what your theme for February is, if I inspired you in any way, shape or form. And yeah, that's it. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and bye.